Hello guys, welcome back. Actually out quite late today for a winter day. I think it's gone 1:30 now, so not too much light left. But little story for you. I came here yesterday with my Polish Lavu. MDM Outdoors, another YouTuber, check him out, suggested I take the Lavu out because I haven't for a long time. And yeah, I brought it out to this location. Downed a bit of a Widowmaker over here, which is just over there, and that's going to be firewood tonight, and started to set up the Lavu, which I only had a couple of tent spikes for, and they have such small eyelets, only thin stuff can go in, so making pegs just didn't really work. I got it up, and then as I went in it, squatted down to get in it, I ripped my trousers from the crutch to the knee. It's like, going home. It wasn't happening. I couldn't finish the rest of the video like that. So yes, I'm back out today, starting again. I haven't got the Lavu with me. I need to rethink some things with that. I've got the smoky hut with me, so we're going to do some hot tenting. But yes, I'm feeling more positive about today. So I've got the pole with me for the tent, but I think I'm going to see if I can find some long bits of wood and make a bit of a tripod. It's just a nice way of doing it, opens it up inside, it's less restrictive. So that is job number one. Quite a big dead birch here. It doesn't seem too rotten, so I'll see if it can come out of the ground, but it may need cutting. Yeah, it's too rooted. I think I'm just going to take it off right at the top here. Might be able to get two out of this for the tripod. Firewood. Yeah, I'll try and drag it back. Okay, it's another one that was uprooted. I think I'm going to need one more because I don't think this one's going to go into two. We'll see. I'll put a tent up first and then I can determine that. I'm going to put it up with the pole first, and then I know how tall I need the tripod, and I can take this back out. see exactly where I need to cut this and see if I can get two out the other one. Alright, get the stove jack in. I remember this is quite tight when you roll it up. Yeah, to do that loop being just a tad bigger. I use my homemade one today. Now time to get this stove out. Got the Pomoli one today. We've got a helicopter going over. Sounds like a big one. Well, that was a big Chinook that just went over. There we go. Okay, I've got a ground sheet here which is a military surplus one, pretty hard wearing. This was a gift from Mr. Bloke in the Woods. Looks German from the writing. treated myself to a new foil mat. It's a Highlander one. My backup mat today. I've also got my Leviathan sleeping bag. These things are brilliant. Packs down real small, it's down, and well, you'll see later it's going to loft right up. They go down, the temperature's a lot lower than it's going to get tonight here. We're pretty day glow, aren't we? I managed to fit my chair in the pack too. I will do a little review video on this on the other channel eventually. A lot of people keep asking. Right, so this camp's set up. Just have to find an appropriate branch or something for the lantern that's over there and get some firewood together. I don't know if I'm going to have an outside fire. See how I feel. They are quite long nights to spend all the time in there. I'll just cut down some wood, do it to the right size of the stove, and we'll see. See how I feel in a bit. If I brush up aside, just a random bit here, maybe able to see the shoots coming through. Lords and ladies and anemones, eventually bluebells. Just going to blanket this place for another month or two. I'm actually just going to take down this small bit of overhanging hornbeam off this small stand here, and that's where I'm going to hang my lantern. I think this bit's actually dead anyway. Yeah, dead limb. I think this whole limb's dead. There we go. Now I've filled this with paraffin. You have to leave these to stand for like an hour or so that wick really absorbs it, otherwise you're just burning the wick when you light it. So that's all ready for when it gets dark. Going to try and utilise this which I took down yesterday so I could use this spot. Hopefully it's not too far gone. It's actually pretty nice. Just going to get a little bit of kindling together for the tent stove. Well, I'm pretty set up actually now, before nightfall, which is good. Probably another 45 minutes before it gets dark. I'll get that lantern lit and eventually get in the tent. I think I'm not going to have a fire, just do the tent stove tonight, just cook on that, just enjoy some woods time. This one is a lot more comfortable than the last camp last week. I fancied a few luxuries like a chair this time. Got some firelighters as well for the tent stove, just in case it goes down in the night and I can light one and chuck some wood in. I'm in a bit of a different part of the woods today, as I kind of usually am. I think the first time I camped here nearly a year ago was over that way, but I think about a mile away that way is a farm and a railway, and there appears to be something going on down there because with no foliage on anything, some of that sound's kind of travelling over. You may have picked up on it, which is a bit of a shame, but that should die down in an hour or so anyway. I thought, seeing as I didn't speak last week, a few of you complained about that. I do like doing the silent ones sometimes. The camp I did silent because it was just so much work to fit into a day. With these short days, if it getting dark in the woods like 4 o'clock, I had to get all of that done, and it would have been weird just to speak like halfway through the video. So I kept it as a nice silent one, and then did the mixed grill one as well, which kind of was an accident. That one come out silent, just busy again doing what I was doing. But yeah, just thought I'd fill you in with a few updates, like the cabin. I'm still waiting on the wood to start the cabin over that part of the woodland where I did the hot tent last time actually. So need to get a tractor in and everything, so that's a work in progress, but I'm probably going to do a lean-to shelter in the meantime whilst waiting for that. This year I want to do shelter building and I want to do wood crafts as well. So first project's going to be a shave horse. Was meant to start that weekend just gone, but you know, weather and stuff like that for filming outside. So that's coming. Pole lathe, you know, these sort of projects. I really want to do more of that, sort of having this woodland to use. So really looking forward to doing sort of that sort of stuff. I actually wrote down a couple of channels I've been watching sort of over Christmas because I had some time off. And I hadn't watched too much YouTube recently, so I was just, you know, discovering a few newer channels and stuff. One of them being MDM Outdoors, which I mentioned earlier. Been watching a lot of his videos. He camps with people like Rickles, who I've mentioned on the channel before as well. I'll stick links to these below. Other ones are Lone Wolf 902. I had to look at that because I couldn't remember the number. But Lone Wolf, a lot of you would have seen. I believe he's in Canada. Does a hell of a lot of hot tenting. But he puts out some videos. I can't keep up with them, so you know, it's easy to pick and choose and just watch what you want with him. Really nice guy. I've chatted to him behind the scenes on sort of Instagram and that. Yeah, so check out his channel. That's great. Another one was Ash Outdoors, proper wild camper, I'd say. He finds nice spots, similar to sort of Tom Outdoors. A lot of hiking and find these nice spots. Does a lot of kind of wild swimming as well, which you probably won't see me do. Another one was Geordie Jimny Camper. I think most of his videos are silent, but I've been watching some truck camping. There's another Australian one as well, which I can't remember the name of right now. Does a lot of cooking and truck camping and off-roading, but Jimny Camper. Yeah, some nice silent videos, just shows what he's doing and getting out there, and some nice videos, some nice locations as well. So yeah, I just wanted to mention a couple of channels and sort of stick links below, give them some exposure and give you guys something to watch during these times when we're indoors a hell of a lot more. Yeah, so check some of them out. I'm sat in the tent at the moment and I'm just trying out this new Phoenix light. Doing a video also for the review channel on a couple of different lanterns, and this one's new to me and quite liking it. This is no filming light on at the moment, this is just the light on the top of the tent, just so I can see what I'm doing. Wood pile's sorted, it's got dark, get this fire sorted shortly. But yeah, we are cosy for the night now. Temperature's definitely dropped though. Right, so I've got some fire lighters to keep me going. I'm just going to put a couple of bits in for a base. This one was a bit of pine, see the resin on it. And I'm going to use these smaller bits going across. So just get the old firelighter going properly. Get that in there. And just let that start to take. Might be able to see the condensation building up on the inside there. Nice stove this. The window's facing me as well, which is very handy. This is the one with the window only on one side. We seem to be going now. It's going pretty well now, so I'm just going to close off the vent a little bit, not that much. I'm just going to close the flue off just a tiny bit. You know you've gone too far if smoke starts coming out the vents, because there's not enough smoke going up the flue. So yeah, just dampen it a little bit, because it's getting quite hot in here already. You can hear a fox going outside. Got a little stump here so I can put my little chopping board on there and do a little food prep. Gonna do some wraps tonight. Oh, there we go. Just slice this red onion up. Got some red pepper. Got some chilli. Probably not going to use too much because I've got some spices too. I've got a few tomatoes as well. I've got just a few bits of coriander left over from doing a steak video the other day, so I may as well use it. Okay, pan's on the stove here, so I'm just going to give it a bit of oil, and in a bag here I've got some pork. And our veg. Bung it all in. I'm sure to reduce. And very unlike me, I've got some fajita spice ready made. Just grabbed it on the way out. You can be pretty plentiful with this stuff. It's generally mostly onion powder. There's a medley of colours. Might open up the vent just to get the heat up a tad. Okay, we're pretty much done here by the looks of things. Got a wrap ready. Bit of sour cream in it already. I'm pretty hungry. Leave the rest. There we go. Too much light. As you can see, it's warm enough that I've not got my hat on now. Wrap number 1. Well, I've been looking forward to that. Nice and simple, and I've got some wraps for breakfast as well, so it saves bringing other things. Just got some sausages to go with that. I've got the tent door half open at the moment. I wish this one had a zip at the top as well, like some other TeePee tents. I could just vent a bit of this heat out. Because when you're down low, it's not too bad. Sat up, I'm pretty hot right now, but I did stoke the fire for the cooking, so I guess I could dampen that down a bit. That food was delicious. Where I've dampened it down, you can see it's blacked up a bit on the glass. That burns off, no problem. I'm just going to keep it going on low for the minute. Still got the door open, and it's nice in here. It's really nice. Just going to put some water on the pan. Just to get that clean. I can use the spatula. I've got this spatula with me today because my homemade one that I usually use, I left at camp before. I went this morning to, well actually I went yesterday, found it, and where it's still got food sort of scent on it, something had been nibbling it. So I've got to sand it back where it's been nibbled. Yeah, we'll just let that clean itself. Spent the last couple of hours chilling in the tent here. I've had a couple of brew dogs, I must admit. Did let the stove burn down, but I've got it going again now, and really closed it off because it's just putting out way too much heat. I've even got the door half open at the moment. The wind's picked up outside, and it's bringing in some showers. I've had just a couple. I think there's a bit more dew, so that should be fun. But yeah, all's good. I've got a full belly, I've had a couple of beers, probably have a hot chocolate or a tea, I'm not sure which yet, before turning in. Well, I've had my hot chocolate. Got the stove just right with the dampener. I think I'm going to turn in for the night now. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. It's quite grey today. It's not too cold to be honest, but yeah, very grey. It's been very wet last night. Didn't hear any of the owls, but I've had the woodpeckers this morning, so that's alright. Got the stove going here. Just got some breakfast before I finish packing up and everything. Put a few things away already. And fingers crossed it doesn't rain in the meantime, because we all know what taking down in the rain's like. It's not fun. This is getting nice and hot now, so I'm going to get the pan on. Pan on the stove. Oil in the pan. Really looking forward to this. I ate quite early last night, and surprisingly for me I didn't bring a whole ton of food. Starting to spit a little bit out there, hoping it holds off long enough for me to pack up. We shall see. It was a very cosy night last night actually. I had the fire going most of the night, at least till early hours. Then there was a bee attack at about 6 in the morning while it was still dark. Sausages are talking. Oh, my egg was slightly split. There we go. Alright, 1 sausage. 2 sausage. An egg. Has he or hasn't he got it? Of course he has. I reckon this is going to be messy no matter what. I've stashed all the leftover dry wood for another day, so that should be helpful. Nice big dry patch. You forget how big the footprint on this tent is. Pretty much 3 meters. May as well attempt to keep these dry and readily available. Can always use them again or use them as firewood. Well, I feel revitalised after that. I hope you enjoyed it too, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.